We are here at the Bootsale today and I'm just trying to find a parking. I thought I'd be pretty early. It opens at 8 and it's 8:16 now, but it is rammed, absolutely rammed. Like, I am shocked at how busy it is, but then I guess it's supposed to be nice weather, no rain, so yeah, just trying to find a space. Okay, so that was a bit of a mission. It took me probably about 15 minutes just to find a parking space. So I'm in a space now. I've got my little ear calms. These I just pop in my ears. Make sure I get them in the right one. They just go in like that. And they don't block, like, make you deaf, but they just take the sharpness out of sounds, if that makes sense. So it makes my tolerance for like the busyness of the Bootsale, I'm much more tolerable. I can be there for a longer time without feeling super on edge. It's probably just going to be cloudy today, no rain. Yeah, let's grab the trolley and go and see what treasures we can find. Shit, look how busy it is. I had a feeling it would be this busy, but I am trying to be a lot pickier than normal and just get really special pieces, so we'll see how that goes. I think I will start on this side today. there's my trolley full of goodies. So once we get home, I'll show you everything that I picked up. I think I might have finally cooled down enough to film the whole part of this video. We are in the middle of a heat wave here in the UK, and I know some of my American viewers will laugh and say, you don't know where heat is, but the heat here is different. I can't explain it. It's a humid heat, and because it just comes out of nowhere, there is no time to adjust. It goes from being 13 degrees Celsius to like 30 degrees Celsius in the matter of a week. And so your body has no time to adjust. So, and it'll last a couple of days and then we'll be back to 13 again. So I apologize if I look like I'm melting, because I literally am. And also I have 2 fans blowing on me at the moment to try and keep me alive. So I apologize if you can hear fan noise, but it is literally life or death. I will now show you, so that's being overly dramatic obviously, but it feels like that. I will now show you what I picked up at the Bootsale. Good selection of stuff, nothing like wow, amazing, just a nice selection of bits. So first up was this jug. I spotted it in a crate, thought it looked really interesting. Oh, saw the made in Italy on the bottom and thought, yep, that's a goer. What I didn't realize at the time was there is a crack in it. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might try and repair it. I don't think it goes all the way through, but you can definitely see that there's like a chip there. So I don't know if that's just one that's going to stay with me, I think. I also spotted this. Very Brutalist. Love the like rough finish. So that would be a tealight holder, I believe. There's the recess in there. But it's just got this very, yeah, rough, unfinished look to it, which I really, really like. Very mid-century modern to me. It's got that like atomic kind of look to it, and then the silver as well. So that will be listed online. Also spotted this gorgeous little blue glass duck, hand blown. You can see there where they've broken off the glass. And this one will also be listed online. This very classic English Denby salt pig. So I believe the range is Bakewell. And it's just that neutral brown tone, and it's in lovely condition. Great for like a country style kitchen. This was a real beauty. So it's this ceramic watering can with these hand painted birds and floral detail, and it's just so happy and summery and spring-like. So this one will be going in the booth. But I just really, really loved the feeling that this one evoked, because it does, you can imagine it sitting like on a countertop in a kitchen, and it is just, yeah, such a pretty piece. I really wanted to keep this one, but I think it would do really well in the booth, so I'm going to let someone else enjoy it. This also caught my eye. So it is this like trophy bowl, and it's got a blue glass insert that is removable, and on the bottom it says Reed and Barton 1939. So I think this is silver plated pewter. There is no silver plated markings but I feel like this piece is quite old, and the Greek key around here, that's not got silver plating on it as far as I can tell. That's either pewter or a base metal, as well as the handles, but certainly the body has got that silver plating. I haven't polished it up too much because I think it looks really good with that aged patina against that really sort of sky blue glass. Yeah, so that one will go online. I just picked up this random little lid because I thought it might be silver. It was very, very tarnished. And there is a stamp in the middle that says 800 RD, I think, in a shield. So I think that's probably 800 silver. And yeah, so that's a silver alloy, so there's other metals mixed in with that. It's not like sterling silver. I got this lovely little candlestick holder. So it's just a simple pink ceramic holder, and it's got this black crackle faux effect. I don't think it's because it's aged. I think it's a purposeful effect that's been added, but it is just really lovely. I also spotted this. So it is a tea light holder. There's a slight recess in that top bit there, but then all round it, it's got these inverted half circles. And I did have a pair of these before, which I sold online, but because I've just got this single one, I'm gonna pop this in the booth. Again, this is very sort of MCM 1960s, 1970s. There's a few tiny little chips on the corners, but nothing major. I picked up this little Cloisonné metal box, so you can see the very fine brass work that's inlaid, and then the enamel detail around it. It's got a green enameled inside and a green base. There is some damage on it, and there's some wear to the enamel inside, but I think it's still a really pretty little keepsake trinket box. That's going to be going on the website. Of course, having that booth in Arundel means I'm always on the lookout for Arundel paintings, prints, anything like that that I think someone who's visiting Arundel on holiday would pick up as a reminder of their holiday. So I found these 4 antique line engravings of Arundel. So that one's Arundel Castle, Sussex. So that's the view from sort of the river. And then that's just Arundel Castle through the trees. And I priced them up all individually so that people can pick up 1 or 2 or 3 or all 4 if they want. And then that one is inside view of Arundel Castle. So that's from inside the grounds. And finally, that's just Arundel Castle looking up at the castle from the grounds below. So I thought that was a lovely little set, and they've got quite nice black and gold frames, quite simple, just, yeah, really nice memento pieces, I think. I also picked up this line drawing, and then it's watercolor painted in the line drawing, and it's got a signature, but I cannot make that out at all. So I thought that was really pretty, like the line detail is so intricate. It is really beautiful. And I've been picking up like nice little scarves whenever I find them, because they seem to be selling well at the booth as well. So I just spotted a couple of scarves. So these are them. There's this one that's really pretty. And that one says somewhere, oh yeah, Michelle Catherine Design. I haven't looked it up, so I'm not sure. I've not heard of it before. But yeah, I thought that was really pretty colours. This one, love the colours on that bright green and brown combo, very 70s. And finally this one, which is like these beautiful pinks and blues and beiges. That is lovely. So I hope those will, so those should do quite well at the booth. What next? This was a bit of a fail buy. I just saw this in a box of stuff and grabbed it. I think the stall was doing like £1 an item. So I did just grab it, but in hindsight, it's a bit cheap. And yeah, not the greatest. When I did pick it up, because I was just picking things up quite quickly, I thought that this glass might be a green glass, but as you can see, it's only just been painted on the inside. So I have thought about just removing that green paint entirely, because I think that cheapens the whole look. So if I can remove that green paint, I might then just pop that in my booth, because I think that'll look a lot nicer if it's just all clear. I also spotted this, which is a Papilio Torquatus Peru, and I'm going to take that one to the booth. There was one particular store where I just had literal armfuls of stuff. That was part of it. I also got a Clarice Cliff Bazaar book, which funnily enough I have been looking at online on eBay to buy, and I've been umming and ahhing because they are about £25–30, and I thought, oh, don't know. And literally in this one little box there was this great big Clarice Cliff book, and I was like, wow. So I don't want to say I manifested it, but it was there for me to buy. So that, the butterfly, and quite a few of the other bits. I forget now exactly which. Oh, actually, it's these paintings down here. I picked up quite a few prints and paintings and art from him. So I'll show you those at the end. I also got these little miniature frames which are going to the booth. This is just a little butterfly frame. This one is a really pretty Art Nouveau style frame, but I realized when I got home that the stand on the back is broken, so I'm not quite sure how to fix or replace that, but I'll look into that, and once I have replaced it or repaired it, that will go to the booth. I picked up this lovely little Royal Ventonware leaf dish. It's this bright yellow with what, little red berries, and that one's going to the booth. That I think is really, I think that's just a lovely bright pop of colour to draw people's eye into the booth, so I'm always looking for bits like that. I picked up this silver plated bonbon dish. I've given it a clean on the top, but I've left the bottom as it was with all its patina, and it has got on the handles, it says Yeoman's Plate EPNS made in England, and it's got this lovely detail around the edging. So I'm going to pop that one in the booth and just put a few little bits and bobs like this little frame. I'll pop that in there like that, and other little bits, and make a bit of a display of it. Now for the animals, because I can't resist an animal. This little donkey. He's a gorgeous ceramic hand-painted donkey, and he's going to be listed online. This wonderful folk art tiger, I guess, cat, and it is very rustic, and I just love him, and he's going to be listed online as well. This hand carved lizard, now if you can see the detail of each of those scales that's been carved, and his little face, and then his feet underneath, and it's been carved onto this burl wood, so he would rest like that, and I think it is just gorgeous. I love that, the natural look of it. I picked up this owl. Now this is USSR Soviet era. It is broken at the moment, and I am going to fix it. So what should happen, I believe, is that when you put something on the hook should pull the wings out like that. And when the hook's not in use, then the wings go in. So you can see the holes there and the hole at the top of the hook. So I just need to restring it, and I think that will be good to go. But it is, yeah, I just love that. It's gorgeous. And you can see very faintly the USSR stamp on there. As I was leaving, I was walking down the final aisle, not expecting to see much, and in a little cardboard box on the floor, I spotted this, just out the corner of one of the flaps that was open. And I think this is Quantock Pottery. And then when I opened the rest of the box, I saw that there were all of these. So there was that one, and then a whole bunch. I'll try and get them all on my hand if I can. I'm not going to be able to. So there was a whole bunch of the little owls as well. That one's stamped Quantock Design, Somerset, England. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little owls. Some of them dark brown, some of them light brown. They're just so cute. So 2 big ones and 6 smaller ones. And also was these adorable hedgehogs. So 1 big hedgehog and 2 smaller ones. And these are Quantock Design as well. That's the bigger one. And they're all in lovely condition, really beautiful. So I think I will probably be listing those online, and I might do it as a set of 1 with 3 small ones, and then 1 with 3 small ones, and then the 3 hedgehogs together. I also picked up this lovely Royal Brierly Royal Brierly crystal, full lead crystal rose bowl. So it comes with its original metal flower frog, and this one has the 2 layers. I've seen the flower frogs where it's just this top one that sits on it, but this one actually has like the second part, which I suppose really holds the stems in place. So it's got lovely crisscross design, beautiful condition. It's got the original sticker, so that one is going to be listed online. I got this Victoria ware ironstone mold, and it is in lovely condition. So it's got this like bluey green tinge to it, and then that very classic blue willow pattern. So yes, that one will also be listed online. Just something for me, but I spotted this at the bottom of a box, and this is a hand-carved soapstone Zimbabwe bird, and seeing him at the bottom of a random box, I couldn't leave him behind. He had to come home with me. this one gentleman, he had like little memorabilia type things, and this was one of them. So it's miniatures, Lewis and Clark Centennial, Portland, Oregon, 1905. So it's this little book, and on the inside it says Official Photographic Co. Scenic Souvenirs. So I think this must have been a souvenir from 1905 for Portland, Oregon, and it's all these little prints of buildings. It is really, really lovely. So there's that one. Oh, this is really difficult to show you. That one. And then you flip through and it's got all these different buildings. And it's still in really lovely condition. So I thought that was a really interesting little artifact. I thought that was a really little interesting piece of ephemera. And along similar lines, not exactly the same, he had this. So it's an 8mm black and white reel of When Lion Kills 2 scenes from the film. So it must be a film that was made in South Africa. I don't know when. And it's the 8mm film for that. And obviously it's in its original little box. So 6 fantastic wildlife films, action-packed. When Lions Kill Part 1, When Lion Kills 2, Wonders of Wildlife 1, Wonders of Wildlife 2, Restless Jungle 1, Restless Jungle 2, and then the different wildlife things that it is. So in When Lions Kill Part 1, it's 17 rushes, 4 kills buffalo, wildebeest, impala, shows animals being, I'm sorry if this is offending, maybe I shouldn't read this. So it shows like hippos, elephants, puff adders, vultures, kudu and giraffe bullfights, elephants with calves, lions with cubs. So there's a whole lot of different films captured on there. So I thought it might be really interesting to try and get this onto like a USB stick, send it off somewhere and see if they can get the 8mm film onto USB stick and see what it looks like. So I'm going to look into that. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell this once I've done that, but yeah, I thought that was really, and I think it was only £1, so it was worth the risk. So I think that's everything that I picked up at the boot sale. I'll show you one more thing which I picked up on my way home from the charity shop. And it's this beautiful copper planter with this hand hammered detail. It's got, I think what they are, oak leaves all round the outside. Then it's got the metal tray inside and the green felt base. But I just thought that was absolutely gorgeous. I'm not going to polish it. I think it's stunning the way it is. So I will be listing that one online. Oh, one more thing. I picked up these little, they're only silver plated, claw tongs. So I'm just going to pop those in the booth, just as like a little knick-knack item. And I think that's everything now. Guys, I nearly forgot to show you the pictures that are sat down next to me. Anyway, that's what heat does. So I got this beautiful watercolor by Judy Davis, and to me that looks like Arundel Castle with the river and the ducks. She is from Sussex, I believe. So she moved to Sussex, so that would make sense. There's just a bit about her on the back there. So I thought that would be lovely for the booth. There was this print in board. The board's quite discolored, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a new board and pop it in there and get some plastic wrap and then pop it in the booth. But I think that's a really nice French print. It's got like a signature down there, La Patrousse maybe, I'm not sure. And then this one, which I'm going to again replace the plastic wrapping on the outside. That says Chanson de France, Malo Renault, 1926. This £4 and the £22.50 on the stickers, it's not what I paid. That was just obviously what it was, wherever it had come from before it made its way to the Bootsale. But yeah, I really like that. And again, that one will be going to the booth once it's got a nice clean wrapper around it. And then these two pieces, which I think the smaller one I may list online and the bigger one will go to the booth. But this is Martin Allen. So it's got his stamp on the back, and on the bottom it says MA84 aluminium. And I did a little bit of research when I got home, and it looks like he made artwork out of aluminium cans. So if you look at the kite, it looks like he's cut out pieces of aluminium can to make that kite, and then some very thin copper thread, it may be. So I think I'll list that one online because that'll be fairly straightforward to post. And then there was this much bigger one, which has got the seasons. So it's spring, summer, autumn, winter. And then it's signed MA84 at the bottom. And on the back, it's got his same Martin Allen stamp. I looked this one up online, but I couldn't see anything similar to this. And this looks like it probably predates his aluminium can work, which is what he seems to be known for. So I think I'll probably pop that one in the booth. Or I might pop them both in the booth in case someone wants to buy both of them because they're by the same artist. And one is perhaps one style of his artwork and the other is his other style. So yeah, I might pop both of those in the booth actually. I hope you enjoyed coming along to the Bootsale with me and seeing my sweaty mess haul. I'm sorry about that. And I'll have links down below for anything that's listed online already. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, please consider subscribing. Give this video a like, a comment, just something to let YouTube know you enjoyed watching it, and push it out to other people who might enjoy this content as well. And we can grow this wonderful vintage loving community. Thank you and see you in the next video. Bye.